That's very important. So now the individual is a VIP customer. And now what they're going to do is I'm going to start you through, first of all, in the My Account, you go down to My Profile. And this is also very, very important. All of the information back here has to be filled in. When they first logged in as a customer, this was all blank. They needed to fill it in. Everything has to be done. Otherwise, the voucher won't be activated. Purchases can't be generated. This has to be done. Their English, their language, their time zone, everything needs to be filled in here. Make sure they've also ticked off both these boxes so they get the subscriptions that come from the company and the newsletters. And then they'll just click Update Profile. This will all be saved. And then this way, they're now prepared to be able to use dubli.com in the correct manner that it was designed for. So let's go back here. I'm going to start with travel. So we're going to click on travel. Now here's one of the things that I really show customers a very effective way to use dubli.com to make sure they're getting the best deal, the best price. Now what I've done is I've already set this up in advance, and what I did is I selected a location. It was San Diego, and I selected a hotel. And so what I would do is I want to see who's going to give me the best deal. So I'm going to go to Expedia. It happens to be one of the companies that I use. Type it in here. So it's Expedia. I'm going to click on Expedia. And it's going to bring me to this page, and it's going to say click to go to Expedia. Well, when I do that, what will happen is it will take me to a page. Let's see which one is Expedia. I guess it was this one right here. And what I did is I put in a location. I selected a location. It's right here, the Hilton San Diego Bayfront. Now, let me see. Is this? This is not Expedia. This is Travelocity, I believe. But here it is, the Hilton San Diego Bayfront, $153 a night. Then I put it in again, and I put in one of the other providers. So you use Expedia, Travelocity, you put them all in, whatever you want to do. I want to make sure I get the best deal, the best price. Went and put in the same information. This one came up with a Hilton San Diego Bayfront for $159. So it's about $6 more expensive than the other one. And I put in another service. And notice what happens. It's opening up separate links. So here's the same Hilton San Diego Bayfront, $159. If you look up here, I'm on this link. And so if I click over here on the next link to it, here's the same thing, $159. I click on the next, or I shouldn't say link, but tab. Click it right here, and it's $153. So this tells me, for the sake of $6, this is the best deal. But here's the other thing you need to look at. So now you know the best price, but what's the other parameter? As a customer, it's cashback. Now Expedia is going to give me on the hotels 7%. Let's see what Priceline gives me. There it is, if I can spell. Now here's Priceline. So let me go to Priceline. Now Priceline on the hotels will give me 11%. So that's better cashback. And let's see what Travelocity gives me. Travelocity gives me on hotels 8% cashback. So there you go. Now I know where I get the best price. Now I make a decision as a customer. I can pay a little bit more, $3 more for the hotel, $6 more for the hotel, but I'm going to get maybe 3% cash back more. So when I look at the hotel, and this is somebody that wants to really know that they're getting they're squeezing every dime out of it, if you will. So for the sake of let's say 3%, that's basically $1.77. So it doesn't make sense. You can buy the other one, get a better bid for $153. So what I'm telling you here is this: used properly, Dubli gives the customer the opportunity to really know what price they're paying, what deal they're getting. Now, if they're just going to do hotels, if they're just they can search by brand, they just go to the hotels. And again, it's done alphabetically. If you happen to have a hotel that's a favorite of yours, when I travel quite a bit, Marriott is one that I use quite often. Marriott is a VIP. I get 7.4%. I also have a Marriott Gold card, so I get the benefits of all of that. So, this is what we call vertical, one piece. But it's a very, very powerful piece. And when we realize on a global basis, regardless of the country, shopping is the number one online search that's done. Number one. So it's all right there. Now, the second thing, let's take a look at shopping. And again, shopping is open, is open for everything. I mean, every major brand. One of the things to keep in mind, when you first come to the shopping mall, the first part of the page when you come to is those stores that have some different promotions going on or made arrangements with Dubli for some special deals. And that's why it's under the special deals, best deals category. So today we see Walmart, Macy's, Restaurants.com, Home Depot. They're all right here. If you scroll down a little bit, Dubli has added some new stores, Don Kenny, Ralph Lauren, and so you'll see those here. And then featured coupons and promotions, when you scroll down a little bit, they're showing these here. And it happens to be Sam's Club. Now, if you click on the portion here that says View All Coupons and Promotions, then it's going to just bring you up a whole list. I mean, now you have a chance to really shop, see if there's anything in here that fits within the area that you're looking for as a customer. Get the best deal. It's all right there for you. So that's the first thing that you see when you go to shopping mall. The customer has the ability, if they're a registered customer with Macy's, if they're a registered customer with Target, if they're a registered customer with any of them, it does not matter, if they're registered with that particular store, if they get best deals with it, if they get coupons, if they get discounts. Folks, here's the thing that is so powerful with what Dubli has to offer. A customer, even a free customer, would have to be crazy not to want to have cash back on the price the same, even if it's exactly the same price you're going to pay going directly to the same source. And so this is a powerful offering for Dubli. Now, many of you have heard me use the story of Kohl's department stores, because it happens to be one of the stores that my wife likes to shop at, because there's a clothing designer with Kohl's, and she likes her particular product. And so she's got a Kohl's credit card. She gets an additional 15% cash back from Kohl's, what's called Kohl's Cash, that she can use for her next purchase. She gets whatever special, because she is a Kohl's credit card holder, she also gets special discounts sent to her directly via email in an electronic form, and it can be anywhere from 15 to 30% more off of their best sale prices. So when she goes there as a VIP customer, she's also going to get 8.4% cash back from Dubli, clicks on the go to the store, we're leaving Dubli, folks, and going to Kohl's now. It's no different than if we'd have typed in Kohl's.com and went there. We're in Kohl's. So this is the Kohl's area. And so we buy, she'll go in here and shop, she'll buy whatever she wants. They got a special going on today, an extra 30%, 20%, 15%. So, I mean, great buys in here. She looks for the designer, puts it in. If that's what she wants, she buys it. And she gets that, she may be spending $200, initially $200, but by the time all the discounts are said and done, she's probably buying it for somewhere between $90 and $100. Up to, when you combine everything, it's almost up to a 50% discount. So when she's finished shopping here, literally just close out the tab. You're back over here at dubli.com, and you just proceed on to do the shopping that you want to do. So again, the key here is using your own product. Now I'm going to show you one other thing, and then I'm going to come back here real quick. I'm going to switch screens, because I'm going to take you to our personal. This is our personal account. And there's an old saying that people will do what you do, not what you say. And I want you to understand that what I talk about and what I show is what we do. Now, this is our personal account in dubli.com. So I'm going to go over here to the let's see, I'm going to go to cashback. And right here, we're the 7th of the month, so we haven't really had a chance to do a lot of buying today or in the last few days. But here it shows you some things that we've done in February. This goes all the way back to the 1st, so there's some Expedia purchases that were made. Bought a computer at Microsoft Store directly from Microsoft. Here's some Dillard's purchases. I'll bet you know who made those purchases. So I'm going to click to the next page. So there's more Dillard's. There's some more Expedia. There's a vacation coming up. We well, actually a vacation we took, or a trip we took, so it's already been booked in there. And then frames, soap.com. Soap.com. Now, some of you have heard me say before about soap.com. Soap is one of the Amazon stores. All of your household detergents and soaps and all that type of stuff that you would get at maybe the supermarket or what, they have incredible prices. Incredible prices. I'm going to take, when I go back to the other website, I'll take you directly there. You'll see the discounts. Same thing with diapers.com. Now, those of you that know us and know as well, diapers.com is not for us. Yes, we bought some stuff for our grandkids. They're coming up to visit us this week. Actually, they're arriving today. Vine Mart is another store with Amazon. There's more Dillard's. Let's see what else my wife's been up to. And more Dillard's, and then some stuff we bought at GNC. Now, that was for the month of February. Now, in March, which the March has not showed yet. They'll get that up here shortly. I don't think it showed yet. No, it's not. My printer just went out. I've had it for a number of years. And so what I did is I went to Dubli, and I went to HP, right here, and I went to the HP store, and so I'm getting the VIP cashback from the store, and I literally bought a new printer. This whatever it was, $100 and some, whatever. It got delivered 2 days ago, so I've already got it set up. And on that purchase, I got 7.3% cash back. Now, that'll post here in the next few days for the purchase that I made this month. And so what I want you to do is again, we need to make sure that we're using all of this ourselves. Now, again, I mentioned you about soap.com. So there's soap.com. This really is a good store. And so, and if any of you ever want to become a black belt in shopping, all you need to do is contact my wife. Here's the VIP. It's 9.2% cash back. We're leaving now. We're going to soap. And when we get to soap, everything that you can imagine household-wise is all here. And at incredible prices. And I mean incredible prices. So, you need to be in here, look around, see what they've got to offer, because it is amazing what we can do. Now, another one that I mentioned was in here was, what was it, diapers.com. Now, again, it's for families. Diapers.com, there it is. And at diapers.com, you're going to get up to 7.3% cash back. And it's got a lot of the stuff for the families that have young kids, and again, we've got a lot of our customers that are younger families that are just getting started, and when they're just getting started, money is very, very tight, so we want to make sure that they can get the best deal, the best price, and here you go. So you've got the diapers, you've got, the baby milk, you've got strollers, you've got all kinds of things in here. So what I encourage all of you to do, we use the retail side of our business to drive our business. In other words, when we're building, we build as business associates. And we're talking to people about Dubli Network. My approach has always been the retail side, because most of us that have been in the industry for a while have recognized the fact that, we talk about residual income. We talk about, working hard 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years, getting to the top of the compensation plan, and then living on residual income. But because all of the other business models were actually distributor-driven, not consumer-driven, it didn't work, because as soon as we started losing distributors, the customers went, the attrition rate was high, our checks dropped. But here, when your number, whatever it is, you can go into your Dubli Network back office and see it's completely funded from retail, you're done. I mean, you literally are done, because you, technically speaking, if you lost your entire network organization, it would never affect your income, because the customers don't know there's an opportunity and don't care there's an opportunity. So that really is important. Now, a couple of other things that I want to show you in Dubli Network that I think is also very important. And that is, let's, for example, let me just pick Sam's Club here. So we're going to go to Sam's Club for a moment. Notice right here, and this is on all of the vendors, by the way, this is shows terms. This is important to know about. When we click on show terms, it will tell you anything exempt from cashback. Here it says no cashback on in-store pickups or click and pull services, Sam's Club Pharmacy, tires, or any merchandise or service listed under the services and auction section of Sam's Club, gift cards, online gift cards. That tells the customer up front, these do not get cashback. So let's go back here a moment. Let's go take a look at Nordstrom. So we go to Nordstrom. And Nordstrom right here has no exemptions. It's whatever you want. So we're going to go back. Let's just, again, I just want to show you a couple just so that you understand. Let's go to Target. So we go to Target. Right here, show terms. No cashback on baby care, diapers, wipes, formulas, all gift cards, school, office supplies, paper, and art supplies, pharmacy, including OTC. So this tells you specifically what is exempt. And then that way there's no confusion or misunderstanding on it. Now, when you go to, I believe it was coupons dot, let's see here, come on. I may have picked the wrong one. I think I'm misspelling this. Yeah, okay. Let's try. That's what I was looking for right there. Giftcertificates.com. This is the one I wanted. 3.2% cash back as a VIP customer. Why? Because when you come here, and this is a vendor, this is who they are, you can buy gift cards, cashback gift cards. And now you can go up here, you can see they got gift certificates, they have gift cards, and they have e-gift cards. So if we go down here to gift cards, and let's just say, well, let's just go down to department stores for a moment. Here it lists the department stores and the gift cards that you can buy. Look what's here. Kmart, Kohl's, Macy's, Bloomingdale's, Sears, TJ. You buy these cards and the amount, they are paying you cash back. Now when you take the card and you use it at buying at the vendor is paying you the cash back that you get from the vendor. You're using a cash card that's identified to them that you got cash back on, so you got cash back on the cash that you bought the card for, and now the card is, you're getting the full cash value of whatever you're buying. That's how you can double dip. You can do the same thing with e-cards if you want to do that. You click on e-cards, do the same thing, and it'll send you whatever it is electronically. So this is some place you want to just keep in mind to go check periodically just to see what they have, because that is another way to be able to double dip, especially with some of the vendors that won't pay cash back on the cash cards. Now, one other thing that I want to kind of just cover real quick, financial services, telecom. These are the initial verticals that have been set up here in the last 6 months or so. And these are for brand new customers. In other words, because I know there's been some questions on telecom. Now, if I go to telecom, I go to AT&T, I'm going to go to the store. Right here, it says, look at show terms. Cash back paid on new AT&T home phones, DSL, it tells you specifically. They're not paying cash back today, hear my words, today, on us paying our monthly bills. Today. So down the road, as we start building our database of customers with AT&T or with whomever, any of the telecom companies, then, like everything else, like the cash back that we're getting from, many of the vendors like Priceline and and Walmart and the others, they've been increasing the percentage of cashback because they're seeing that Dubli is doing what they say they're going to do, and it's bringing them customers. So as we continue to bring more and more customers, even on these new verticals, Sprint, Verizon, T-Mobile, whoever it is, then they will allow us to add additional discounts, categories, percentages, that type of thing. So again, just keep that in mind. But if you're talking to people about the telecom or about financial services, that type of thing, let's be sure that we really very, very clear on it. And I'm going to go back over here to account for a minute. I'm just going to click on my account. And in the my account section, it is important you go through all of these links. The my profile we already went through. Make sure that that's current. My membership is where you will see your status on your membership at that point. The redeem voucher we went through, and I showed you how to do the redeem a voucher code. Newsletters, this is where it's archived. You can come in here and see whatever the company sent out. Make sure that they're there. Here's the VIP offers for the VIP customers. It'll be under this tab. This is the tab for cashback and earnings, and that happens to be where we're at right now. Here's your cash organizer. When you go to your cash organizer, in fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll switch here again real quick. We'll go back over to my personal account. We'll go down here to cash organizer. And right now, available in the organizer right now is just a little bit under $500. My wife has already been saying, okay, get that moved into my Dubli MasterCard so I can go use it. So, but that's available right now, and I can literally click proceed to payout and then select how I want it sent, and then just have the money removed from my account. So that, again, that is all there. And so, just go through these links so that you know where everything is at. Your account history will give you that. All the purchases you made, you can go back month to month to month. There's your Dubli debit card, that information, back transfer, and e-wallet. All of that is right there for your setup. So this is also when you are selecting stores. And by the way, this is probably something I think is slipped by some of us. Let's say I go here to Target. When I hover here, notice it says go to store, add to favorites. So let's say I click on add to favorites. Now it's in my favorite section. So when I go back over here to my account, it's all right here. So if you want specific stores that you go to all the time and you don't want to have to go through the list of the whole thing, just put them right back here, and boom, they're right here. And then you just go right over here, click on them, and you're off and running. Simple, easy way to customize your website, the whole thing. For today's training, we've gone through, customizing your back office, making sure your profile is set up, making sure the data in there is correct. You can also go back there to change your passwords. I hope you see now how we can use dubli.com not only for our customers' value, but for our own. I mean, especially those of us that are traveling quite a bit, that the travel component is huge. I mean, that's one of the reasons why, our cashback is what it is because we make sure that we use everything. We have the trips that we make and vacations that we may take, the shopping that we do. We got our grandkids coming out, so, Angie went online and bought some gifts and whatnot for the kids so that they're here. We send gifts to the kids in Florida. People's birthdays that come up, when we go to shopping. Again, I could talk on forever when it comes to this thing. Here's the flowers and gifts. I mean, birthdays, holidays, vacations. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now, also want you to think about this. We're sitting in the month of March. So between March, April, May, June, July, August, these months, as we build our database, and we want to build as big a database as we can of business associates, and we build our personal customer base and make sure our people are doing the same thing, because then when we hit the holiday season, when you start looking at September, October, November, December, you get back to school starting in September, so that's a big shopping time for families. And then we move into the Thanksgiving and Christmas season. You're talking about massive shopping. Massive. That is all establishing your residual income because those customers will refer other customers when they get a great deal, an absolutely great deal. And so this to me is our underpinning. And everything that you see today, as good as it is, it's the worst it will ever be because Dubli will be adding more services, more products. As the vendors continue to evaluate Dubli, and some of you have already seen The increase that is taking place right now in percentages from cashback, we've had increases from Walmart, we've had increases from Best Buy, we've had increases from Priceline, because they've all reached out to Dubli because they've been impressed with what Dubli has done to this point. And that's just only a few that I just mentioned. But the point is, this will be our future for all of us. Also recognize the fact that it's this. And if you've been on any of the presentations that I've done, I always end the business presentations talking about, where everything is going in the virtual world. And I talk about the transactional environment, because it isn't about shopping, it isn't about travel, it isn't about your phone usage or whatever. It's about all of a sudden over the next 12, 24, 36 months, everything that Dubli rolls out, everything that people they can do online that historically they've driven and spent money and gasoline, their time and energy, they will do online. And it's going to include everything from insurance and maybe how they watch videos to the willingness to watch commercials. I mean, all kinds of things. As the gamification kicks in and customers start earning, points and little, whatever the benefits are that Dubli is going to be giving them, all of this is going to really start to explode. You want to have your base in place both in terms of business associates and customers, because those two groups combined will absolutely drive our business in a major fashion. So give me about 2 minutes. Let me start the recording.